my talk happens next, but I would like to invite any comments or reflections that folks might want to share about the video in the next couple of minutes. If not, I do want to acknowledge that we have incorporated videos from Dr. Janine Pfeiffer. We thank you for that. And again, it's an honor to have had the two tribes, Middletown and Big Valley, share their stories and their voices about how you have experienced climate change. Thank you again.
Can I say one?
Of course.
I want to tell a story, as we're storytellers. So, yeah, so when you say write down a contract and sign it, it's a challenge for us because we work off of our words. So, but we live in two worlds. So I just want to tell a story, and I know Ron tells this story too, of living in Lake County and something we don't get to do, and we're trying to bring back. And that is the hitch. We talked about it a little bit on there, but we would all just load up. It didn't matter where you were, what was going on, middle of the night, cousins calling cousins. But to explain what you saw was the rivers ran black. Once those tributaries and the hitch started coming out, you didn't need a fishing pole. They were so thick, you just stood in the creek and you could just bring them right out, man. And it was something I've never experienced again. I got to do it as a young man, around 13, 14 years old, is kind of when it started to change for me in my life. And I'm going to be 52 years old this year, but it was something that was, it was unbelievable, you know, and obviously acorn gathering, all those things, but the hitch runs, you know, Uncle Ed, that's where we went, Ed Simon, my uncle, we'd load up and head to Upper Lake. Usually that's where we went. We went out to the old res or the new res they have on the backside there and get in the creek. But we would do exactly as you showed, the old wooden structures there and everything we used to use, but we'd load up all of our bags or the ice chests and take them home, gut them out, and just brine those fish, hang them on the clothesline everywhere. And as a young tribal person, you could run from house to house. There's some hanging everywhere. You just peel it off and eat it. Eat the bones and everything, you know, so, you know, when you dried those fish. So just want to tell that story, and that's what we're trying to bring back to our youth and the next generation, that you don't need to go to that store. You don't need to. Mother Earth will give you what you need, and we just need to protect her to keep going. So I just want to talk about that, getting to experience those things that have been taken away in my generation, and we're trying to bring back. But, you know, anyone who got to experience, which I know Ron did, and Sandy, everybody, the next generations, we want to bring those things back for the hard work being done. But, yeah, you don't get to fish now. But if you have a chance next year, go out and visit Big Valley or Middletown, stand on a bridge and look at the hitch, because those things have been there for millions of years. And, you know, we want to, or at least 1 million years. That's how old the volcano is, they say. So anyway, that is just something I wanted to share in the battle that we're having with climate change. Oh.